boy.
This is Tidbit Tuesday, your tidbit
Hi.
of a midweek break.
Boy. Hello.
Where
Hello,
we tackle
boy.
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 Only a single topic today. We're talking about no spoilers.
Boy.
God of War.
Boy of war.
You can
God
find
of
us.
boy.
You can find us on. Let me get through this. Okay. You can find us on Twitter, the
You have
weekly
something
whatever.
to say, boy.
You can find us on Twitter, the weekly whatever. Look for the LWs. We're very active on the show.
You understand that?
No, a little bit.
Our personal
Indecipherable.
social medias are in the
Boy.
description at the end of the podcast. I am one of your hosts, Boy. With me, as always, is Boy.
Hey.
And I'm boy.
And, of course, last but not least, is Boy.
Yo!
So, let's get into it. God of War. It's the hot
Fucking-
one. More like God of Snore, am I right? Worst game, worst game that's ever happened.
Don't
So
know
it's
why
only
they would come
Twisted
out
Eye
with it.
that have started it. Is that it?
Yeah.
Have you not played it, Carl?
No, I don't see spending $60 in it because I don't have the time and I'm playing other things right now.
Yeah,
So,
he's saving his money for the Modern Warfare 2 campaign.
yes. You got me.
Oh, I love it. I
No.
fucking love it.
But from
Yeah,
everything that
fucking
I've
hate
seen,
you.
it looks fantastic.
Oh, it looks great.
Oh man,
No.
it looks amazing. It sounds amazing. People are loving it. I don't know. I'm
Remember,
just-
remember how I said Uncharted 4 was like the best game I've ever seen? That has
Yeah.
been replaced by God of War.
Whoa.
It is.
That's putting it on a high pedestal.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
dude. If I think I'm honestly probably like halfway, maybe a little bit more than halfway through the story, but if it continues like the way it's been going, it will easily be like in the top 3 games of like all time for me. Like
Yeah.
it's a fucking masterpiece. It is so good. Oh my god. It more than lives up to the hype, and expectations were high for this game, and it
So you think it lives
Oh.
up to the 95% Metacritic rating?
Yeah.
96, dude. It's a 96 now.
It's not,
Oh, okay,
it's
my
not Breath
bad.
of the Wild, but
Yeah, it actually went up to 96. I don't know. There's a
Well, because I think last time we talked, it was at 90 or something. You were
94,
freaking out
I
about
think.
that. You're like, oh my goodness. And now up to
Well-
96, like,
it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I mean, normally if you get a 95 plus, it's either GTA or it's a Zelda.
yeah.
Normally how it works on
Yeah.
Metacritic.
or an Elder.
It
So
just-
for something out of like those 3 franchises to get like climb that high, it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
But I mean, so I've played I think around 4 to 5 hours, and that the first hour, like, the first boss fight in the game is fucking insane. Like it is actually insane.
Uh-huh.
Like I remember like trundling along, and I'm like, yeah, this is good. And then you get hit with that first boss fight, and you're just like, this is fucking amazing. Like this is so fucking good. And that first fight like teaches you like the difference between old iterations of God of War and this new one in terms of combat.
Yeah.
It teaches you how to play the game because you get punished like a motherfucker if you're not on point.
It's
If
just
you-
like Dark Souls.
You know, the thing is that like, and I love Bloodborne and the Souls series, and I think the combat in those games is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But there's a way that God of War does it because it's so cinematic. It keeps the
Yeah.
cinematic base that it had in like God of War 1 to 3, and then it gets rid of like the QTEs that it used to have, the quick time events, and it kind of integrates Dark Souls and like Souls combat into the arcadey combat that it used to have. And the I don't know, the melding of the two and the cinematography that goes behind it, especially in the boss fight, that like in the first fight is like, it's fucking impeccable. Like it's so hard not to love it. And I was because the fight goes on for quite a while, and like it
Yeah.
actually, you don't think it's going to, like you think you kill this guy or like this beast, or I'm not even gonna spoil it. Like you think you kill the enemy so many times, and like there's more layers and more layers to the combat that like keeps coming back, and it's
The-
like
This is one of my favorite combat systems in any video game. If not the
seriously.
best, honestly. It is amazing.
It's so good.
It's just so satisfying.
It's so satisfying.
And the thing about this game is like there's not really like traditional cutscenes, and what I mean by that is like there's no like cut to black screen and like then they have
No.
like the enhanced graphics for like the
Yeah.
cutscenes or whatever. It's
Yeah.
it's
The
like
game's
the
all
same
one
the entire
cut,
game.
right?
It's all one cut,
Yeah.
which
One
is
cut. Yeah.
Which is the first time it's been done, which is amazing. Like in a
Yeah.
video game, that's just
Like, cause like in
fantastic.
like The Last of Us, like you get to example, like in Uncharted, you get to a, like you lose control of your controller and it cuts out, and then suddenly you're in the cutscene and they're explaining story and whatnot, and then it cuts back in, and then you're in control of Drake or in control of Joel.
Uh-huh.
In this, there's so many occasions where I don't know when I'm in control or not in control. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like sometimes, like I'll be thinking that like I'm still in control of the character, but it's like no, it's part of like an actual cutscene that's going on. Like that's how seamless the transition is. It's like it's
Oh,
crazy.
absolutely. It's just not noticeable. It's
Yeah.
insane.
That's awesome. It's really
Dude.
cool.
I was actually marveling over this like a little bit ago, but like you'll see this when you get later into the game, right? But the snow physics are really fucking good.
Oh really?
Like I was like over like
boy.
this over like this just like this little detail. It's just like, damn, this snow looks so good. This looks
Yeah.
some good fucking snow.
It's better than real life snow.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Good.
it is.
But
It is so good. I just wanna
play.
Ugh!
Yeah, I just
I
want to
just
play.
wanna
I just
play
don't have.
more,
I
like-
haven't had time this whole week, man. I'm so like pissed off.
Mm.
Oh,
I'm hoping that like not. I can't. I pretty much can't play for the next week, and then after that,
Oh, why?
What?
I know. I'm hoping I can like next weekend. Hopefully, I've got assessments this week, so I can't really do anything.
Oh, fuck, dude. I don't know how like you're like not
Dude.
playing it. I don't understand.
No, like, this is the thing. So like I played it, right?
Yeah.
And like I purposefully started playing it late. Like if I played it early, I'd just play it all day. So I started
Yeah.
playing at 10 o'clock at night or something. I played for like 2 hours, and all I kept dreaming about that first night, because that was like, so I boss fight and got through that. And then like I stopped after that, and then the whole night I was just dreaming about playing and playing and playing and playing. And then the next day I got up and I was like I could study or I could play God of War. And I was like, I know for a fact that if I get too hooked, then I'm not gonna do anything and I'm just gonna play God of War, because I have that personality where like if I do something, like I'm just gonna fucking do the entire thing.
Yeah.
And so I know that I need to hold myself back, because if I get too like hooked into it, I'm gonna fucking no life the fuck out of it and not do any study.
Yeah, it's insane. Like the I mean the main story is like upwards of like 20 hours long, which is a long ass story.
Especially for a God of War game, yeah.
Yeah, for really any single player game. Like 20 hours is hard. It's hardcore. And
Yeah.
when you do like the side quests and shit, then it's gonna be easily like 30 hours.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, even some of the side puzzles that I've done, like I've gone off the beaten track as much as I could and explored like as much as I could. And there's areas that I know that I can't access because I don't have certain powers yet, or I haven't attained something to be able to like break down certain things to go and explore further. Because I keep like going off the beaten path and finding sections that I can't access yet. And I know like in 5-10 hours time, I'm gonna have to come back and fully explore areas that I've been to previously. So
Yeah.
like you can tell the grasp of the like how widespread it is, how big it is.
No,
Mhm.
oh yeah, absolutely. No, I just want to play. Just want to play now. So, Aaron, Kyle, any thoughts of getting the game?
Oh, I'm gonna get it. I promise you, I'll get it. It's just a matter of time. Probably won't be till summer, till June or July for me.
Yeah,
Dude,
I mean, like I just don't have any. Like I don't have a real connection to God of War, so that like backline drive to play it isn't like instilled in me, and I literally have zero issue with it at all. It looks amazing, it looks great, but I just, for one reason or another, I like it's not what I like want to play.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
It's understandable.
But I
No, like
definitely
it's
I have
not going to be
intentions
for
to.
everybody. Yeah,
I certainly have
I
intent.
think
When,
I think
like,
it's
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think it's one of those things that it's a once in a generation game. So I think like when you get the chance, you should definitely at least try it for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
You know?
I just gotta wait for like my Elder Scrolls kick to come back, you know. And when I want to play something like that, then I'll like an
I'm gonna play God of
RPG.
War.
Yeah, you know what I mean, like that, just to like
Yeah.
that
No,
fantasy
for sure.
when you're feeling that. I'm just not feeling that right now. Like I'm playing like Far Cry 5 right now. Like that's
Yeah.
that's what I'm vibing on.
That's kind of like the complete opposite. It's just
Yeah,
like
literally,
fucking
literally.
around.
Just crazy.
Crazy.
Everywhere. Doing everything. The
Well,
thing
yeah.
for me is like, I've noticed probably the last 2 years how great PlayStation exclusives are. And like, I haven't been a huge single player guy, but I mean, I played through The Last of Us, I played Rise.
You're learning.
And I'm
You're
playing
learning.
through Bloodborne. And
No, Bloodborne's great.
those 3 games are like my favorite games to date. And so I know that by the time I get to God of War, it's going to be absolutely fantastic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited. Like, it looks fantastic. It sounds fantastic. I still think I'm going to try to get my PS3 up and running and then play through them over the summer and then play God of War 4.
Mm.
And so I
Don't you have
have the
the-
appreciation.
Don't you have the remastered one on PS4, Carl?
I have the third one, PS4, but I
Yeah,
don't
I mean-
have. I mean,
Yeah,
I was
guess you
looking at
can
it. You
delve
can
back
pick
into
up.
them.
You can pick up all of them for like $25 at GameStop, which isn't bad at all.
It'd be really cheap.
It's
yeah.
just more I need to get my PS3 and run.
You don't have to play don't play the PSP remake ones that are on PS3. So Ghost of Sparta and Chains of Olympus. Like you don't need to play those, although they are cool in their own right and
Yeah,
actually quite good games. But I definitely play 3 because 3's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
yeah.
And if you get the time, then play 1 and 2.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I
Ascension isn't
want.
necessary. I didn't play Ascension, but I've
Oh,
heard it's
yeah.
really good though.
Ascension's like a
So-
prequel. It's like set in between.
Yes, and like with
Yeah.
Uncharted, I went back and played the Nathan Drake collection before I played Uncharted, and because of that, you have an even greater appreciation for it.
I know, like
For
a
sure.
part
And
of
I
me
want
wants
to do the same.
a part of me wants to just tell you to play God of War like right now because I want
Yeah.
you to just enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
But like realistically, you should if you can play
Mhm.
play the trilogy because
Yes.
it will enhance your experience by like
Well, it,
100%.
it
yeah.
almost like from what I've seen, it like it the power behind who Kratos is now really doesn't hold any weight unless you know who he was. You know what I mean?
I mean yeah.
I mean, it gives a backstory because there's a lot of it's funny because like this whole story is him like trying to teach his to like stay
Kratos
reserved
is
and
so
not
different
be
in this game.
yeah and like not be hot-headed and not be irrational and like it's the complete opposite of what we know Kratos to be.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like
what- that's
he's
what I'm
the guy
saying.
who goes around. Yeah, and like having that appreciation of his character development, I think, and then seeing the irony in what he's trying to teach his son, like
Yeah.
it definitely helps enhance the story for sure.
So, as an outsider, like, because Kratos is a god, is like, would you say that Kratos is significantly mature now because he has a son? Like, does that make sense?
Well,
What do
He
you
had spoilers. I don't know if you know, Kyle, but like he had a family before as well.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of familiar about it, but like, if he was just all super like rage monster beforehand,
I mean,
He's
kind
definitely
of.
like the settled down version of Kratos. You know,
Yeah.
like he's like
Well,
old
like-
man Kratos.
Yeah, like I mean, even before like God of War trilogy, Kratos has always been like a rage monster. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
even before he got like I mean spoilers for some reason if you haven't played it or whatever. It's 2018. I'm not. This is your warning. But, before Kratos gets like cursed and shit, and he like kills his family, he's still a rage monster. I mean, he was a Spartan. He was a fucking warrior, and he
yeah.
you know he's just like hungry for power or hungry for victory. So he was just
Yeah.
he's a bit of an angry boy, but then he got like really turned into a major angry boy.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
God of War story.
Yeah, the
30
angrier
seconds.
boy. Angry boy gets angrier boy.
Boy.
He gets angrier and angrier like from
As
each
the,
one of as the
literally.
trilogy goes on. Like God of
100%.
God of War 3 is like maximum angry boy.
Yeah.
Like maximum rage.
Does it
It
get
is-
Yeah, like
angrier
if
than
you
that?
just want to have like a power fantasy, like over being an actual god, like go and play that
God of
game,
War
and
3, man.
it
Yeah.
services you so well in that department. Like it is the best power fantasy game.
And
that
you know
I've
what
ever
the
played.
thing is? I was looking back at like reviews and stuff, and God of War 3 is like the lowest scored out of like the God of War games.
They're still
But,
all
like,
above 90 though, aren't they? On Meta?
They are all above 9,
They're
but
all
like
very well reviewed.
the other ones were like 9.5 and like 9.7s, and God of War 3 is like a 9.2 or a 9.3. I was like, man,
Yeah.
God of War 3 was my favorite, man.
It was by far the best. Like
I think
it
it's
is
by
fucking-
far the best, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like the
insane
other
how
ones
good
were
that game.
great, like absolutely, but it's like
Do
you
know
know,
what
it's
it
like the
is?
Uncharted games. Like they're all
Yeah.
fucking amazing, but
Yeah.
like
For sure. I think people started to get jaded with the God of War formula. I think that's what it was. They're like,
just
oh, it's
didn't-
another God.
They didn't innovate enough into the third one.
I feel like
I
they
think
did.
did though. They
Yeah.
took it to the next level.
They did.
Like-
I just don't think people were woke enough to realize how good it was. Like, especially comparing it to like 1 and 2. I guess 1 and 2 were on PS2 as well. We have to remember. So
yeah.
Held back
I
a little
mean,
bit.
yeah, for sure. And like God of War 2 came out at like the back end of PS2's like life cycle. Like I'm pretty sure even PS3 might have released around the same time as God of War 2 coming out on PS2. So
Not the best idea.
yeah, not the best. I mean, and then that's why there was such a big gap between 2 and 3 coming out, because 3 was like their debut on the PS3.
Yeah. I think for the most part God of War 2 was considered like the best of the trilogy or something, at least the best rated.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean not anymore. I mean, you know, this new one
Yeah,
has like
for
topped them
sure.
all.
Yeah.
Oh man. I just love it. Kratos is like one of my favorite video game characters of all,
Yeah, I fucking love Kratos,
all
dude.
time.
I've got all the time in the day to spend with Kratos, that's for sure.
Like, I know people complained about him being like a one-dimensional character in the original trilogy, but like he was still fucking badass. Like
It's so fucking awesome, right?
yeah, some of his like lines and shit and like stuff he does just as the
Yeah.
character, it was just like
Oh, man.
fucking love this guy.
I still remember like getting the button prompt to like click in L3 and R3, which is like if you don't know on the joystick, makes like this like clicking noise.
Yeah.
And you do that in like the first fight in God of War 3 against Poseidon, and you poke his fucking eyes out.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like the
Gouge his
connection
eyes out,
between
yeah.
the connection between that button prompt and him doing it was just like it
Yeah.
was so good. Like it felt so right. Like I don't know. The way that they did it, the way that they developed the combat mechanics was just like it was fucking insane. And then it was like also like when he rips off Helios's head and like you're
Yeah.
spamming like L1 and R1, and he's literally like he's like fucking he's like jutting it side to side as you're like
Uh-huh.
ripping his fucking head off.
The
I don't know.
The opening to
It's
God of War 3 is one of the best openings in video games, I think. It was so good.
It's insane. Yeah, it's actually insane. Like watching Zeus like send down the gods onto Kratos as he's like on Gaia's back climbing Mount Olympus. Like you
Ah.
can't set a better scene. Like,
Ah, so good.
Oh, the
And
ending
then
to
Poseidon-
number 2 was such a tease, you know.
it was.
Oh,
a
yeah, it
tease,
was.
for sure. Although the last boss fight was quite good. Like, it's the
Yeah.
Fates, right? Is the last boss
Yeah,
fight?
Sisters of Fate.
Yeah, and that was cool and everything. But like you like when him and Gaia come to an agreement to fuck the gods up, I remember being like, "This is so good, this is so good, I can't fucking wait." And then it's like they start climbing, and then it's to be continued. I'm like, "Oh no fucking way!" Oh,
See, I was happy because I didn't have to wait because like they were all three of them were already out, so
oh hell yeah!
I didn't have to
That's
wait. So
nice.
that was nice. But like, yeah, you need to play the original trilogy because already in this new one, there's like these little lines that he has where you want
Yeah.
to understand, but like they're fucking gold though.
You want it, yeah.
They're
Like he
gold.
says something about like Fates mythology that he talks about, like that Atreus talks about, and it's just like he says something like, "Oh, I can't, like, he doesn't say like I can't stand that, but he grunts or something, and you just know
Yeah,
like
no,
what
he was
he's
just
been through
like,
previously.
it was like just like, oh, it's like he was like looking at like a lore tablet, just like, oh, it's fate that this gonna happen, and
Yeah.
Kratos just like something like, oh, like fate is trouble, like
Yeah, like
fate's
never
no
trust a
good
fate
or
or something.
whatever.
Yeah. It's like you just been through. And the thing is that like Atreus knows nothing about Kratos' past. Like he
Oh
literally
yeah,
knows
absolutely
nothing.
nothing.
Like he said shit like, "Oh, have you ever been in a war before?" And he's like, he's talking to the fucking god of war. Like,
Yeah.
and Kratos
the
is like,
sun. This is
Kratos
the
just like
sun.
fucking ignores all the shit that he says, and it's just like it's just gold though, because you can tell like he hasn't opened up to like what Atreus knows about him, like at
This
all.
is the sun, Atreus.
Yes.
Atreus or
Okay,
something.
that was never clarified. So just talking
Yeah,
about
Oh,
Atreus.
Atreus. Like I don't know who the fuck.
Boy,
that is.
AKA boy,
boy,
AKA boy.
boy.
That's his real name. His
And
real name's boy.
I am happy to say that Atreus is not an annoying character, which is amazing. I actually like
Agree.
Atreus.
Hmm.
Yeah, and he
He's-
like
He's
He doesn't
helpful
get in-
too. He's fucking
it's
awesome.
so weird. Like I thought that I would notice him, especially in like the combat. And I just like he actually like as a character he does what you tell him to. Like he stays back, he fires his arrows, like he gets involved. But other than that, like he's largely out of the way. And you're like, I'm Kratos, I'm the badass. Like move the fuck out the way. I'm gonna handle this situation.
Mhm.
And like it is because I thought so many times I'm thinking like, oh, like the AI is gonna bug out, like Atreus is gonna be like running into a wall in front of me, and I haven't had.
I've had like very little glitches.
I haven't had
in
anything,
my
dude.
play.
I've had like no experiences that take me out of the immersion. Like the immersion has been like almost perfect. Like when I'm in that world, when I'm in the Norse world, when I'm in Midgard, like I'm stuck there, and nothing like can take that away. And like because even in like The Last of Us and in Uncharted to a certain respect, sometimes like the AI will bug out, or like Ellie will like run in front of a fucking flicker, and like they won't get aggroed and stuff like this. And like it kind of brings you out of the immersion a bit. You're like, oh, this is still a video game. When I play God of War, I feel like I'm in Midgard, if you know what I mean. Like I'm not playing a video game. Like I'm fucking in Midgard. I'm in
That's
like
so
the Norse
awesome.
world. Yeah, it's fucking great.
So to what would you do, right? So that this is 10 out of 10, one of the best games you guys have ever played so far, masterpiece of gaming, hands down. What are you gonna do if the ending is complete trash? Like we're talking like Call of Duty Zombies bad.
No, fuck.
I don't know, man. I feel like
It'd be sad.
Yeah, it would be disappointing.
But I don't think it would take away some enjoyment, but I think like
Yeah.
I'm
Just
not
from-
yeah.
I don't think I've
Just
ever
from-
played like a God of War and has like ended like even like Ascension like and they all end so epically. Like and even though like God of War 2 is a teaser, like their final boss battles, the way they do it is like I feel like that's something that they wouldn't screw up. That's almost like their forte. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, God of War does boss battles so well.
Hey, really fun answers, guys. Really fun answers.
What do you want?
Mhm.
Just
What do
from
you want us to say,
listening
dude?
to them, it
I'm
almost
gonna
sounds
fucking
like
break the disc and I'm gonna throw it at the fucking wall.
Thank you. Thank
Are
you.
you gonna rate it
I'm
as
gonna
zero?
breathe some life into this
Oh, it's trash.
documentary on God of War.
it almost sounds like the game is just too big to fail. It's too good to fail to have a bad end.
And why are you acting like such a
Yeah.
boy?
Boy, boy.
Right?
If you guys actually, if you watch the, so Corey Balrog is the game director,
Uh-huh.
and he filmed himself reacting to like the Metacritic
Oh,
scores
yeah, the
coming in.
reviews. Huh.
Yeah, because it was like so the I forget what date the embargo was, but essentially like they handed out review copies early, so basically the entire media has review copies. They've all reviewed the game. They've been given ample time to play it and whatnot, and then they had an embargo come out like a week before the game, and he was like sat in his hotel room at the time that the embargo released. So like all the media outlets essentially released it.
I think
reviews at the exact
I was
same
like
time.
waiting for it too. I was like so excited to like see
Yeah,
the reviews and
and,
shit. I was
um,
also so nervous though because I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if it was good.
Yeah, and if you should go and watch that video of him reacting to the.
I have seen
to the
it.
reviews.
It's awesome. It's
It's
really
just-
cool.
It's like it's so satisfying, especially like when you put, because we always think about like video game development operations. We like to shit on Bungie and we like to shit on Active EA.
Bungo, man.
Yeah, but when there's like a human element behind all of that, and you get to witness like the pride that he
Yeah,
takes
yeah,
in
yeah.
his team achieving greatness, like it really hits you a bit, because you realize like we like there's so many like hours and so many people's hard work has gone into
Yeah.
this, and we take it for granted a little bit, because like, and that's with everything in the entertainment industry. Like, we want to be entertained and we're paying for a product to be entertained, but when you see the human element behind it, it really gives you like a little bit of backstory into
Yeah.
how much
Yeah.
work and how much like dedication goes into the making of something like this.
I would love to see a reaction video, like Deej reacting to the Curse of Osiris reviews. But I promise you, he would be crying for the exact opposite reason. Just a little
Oh,
side note, I don't
shit.
know if anyone watched the Warmind trailer, but it looked shitty.
It looked trash.
It looked really
Really?
bad. Just wanted to throw that out there.
It's come to the point where I don't even watch Destiny material. I know they had a stream, I review, I know like they invited all to Bungie, but I haven't read anything into it, because
All I
I'm at
saw
this
was the
point where I just don't
cinematic,
care.
and the cinematic was trash. It was
Nobody-
terrible.
Literally,
was
no one cares
awful.
about Destiny anymore.
I just hope it dies. Like, can they just kill it off? Make a new game? Like,
Oh,
who
it's.
cares?
I think it's completely done.
It is.
Yeah.
But I think
thing
they're
for
still
me-
latching onto it, and they're still DLC. And I'm at that point where I think that they need to have a fresh start almost. They're not going to save anything. Like, it's done.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
listened to people talk from the summit, and I've been watching, like, I hop into Twitch every once in a while, and everyone that's gone to the summit is playing Destiny. And I don't think it's because they're being paid to do it. I think it's because the Warmind DLC is actually be somewhat decent.
Well, if it's
Really?
anything like the cinematic, it's gonna be trash.
Yeah,
if
but-
there's anything like Curse of Osiris. Carl, did you even play Curse?
Yeah, I actually did last week.
Oh, you did? You went back?
Yeah, me and Cody played through a couple of story missions. We have a couple more.
How did you find it? What were your initial?
I mean, to be honest, we were just speed running it.
Right? Just running
Like,
through the mission.
I don't know. The thing for me, I mean, and this is going way off topic, but Osiris had such a badass backstory in Destiny 2, or in
The
Destiny.
community made up.
Yeah, no, like Osiris was the man, and now they make him into like this shape shifting guy. Like, I don't know. It's one of the
Well,
things
yeah,
where
it's
they almost should
because
have just left
Bungie didn't
him.
write his lore.
No,
the
I
community
know,
did.
but they dropped the ball on Osiris. I mean, he was
Oh, it was so
he was
bad.
one of the
That is a surprise.
godfathers
Yeah.
of Vanguard. I mean, the guy was amazing. And then
Rhino,
they made
did you
him
ever
out
get
to
your
be the-
chicken suit, dude?
that was the sole reason Osiris's chicken. Alas, I did not get it, unfortunately.
Damn, dude, damn.
It's
No,
probably
I
be
mean-
sold off as DLC in the future.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're-
seriously.
Ryan, are you ready
By
to
Silver.
1v1 me again? Bro, I'm ready. to
Dude,
get-
wait, okay, when do
Dude,
private
give me-
matches come out?
It
I
may.
think with Warmind.
Yeah, Warmind.
And we both have that, right? Like we're both.
Yeah, I bought the fucking season pass.
So did I. Cost me $150, dude, to get the game in.
That seemed.
$150.
How much is a normal game? Like just a normal 60. Like it's $60 for
Also,
us just to buy the
God of
standard
War
edition.
was, $79. No, $69. So $70. God of War was $70 for me, for example.
Jeez.
That's why I don't.
Why'd
I
you
don't
spend
pre-order
150?
anything, man.
Because firstly I got on the PlayStation store because I wanted to
just-
play it as soon as it came out,
Yeah. It's in that
and
pre-order.
then yeah, that was I could have waited. I could have waited my entire lifetime to play because it was fucking.
I can't believe I bought this season pass.
Dude, we all did. Remember how hyped we were? Do you remember
Yes.
how hyped we were?
Yeah,
Yes.
like the beta
Yeah.
and stuff.
The
Oh,
beta, and then
God.
Ryan, when you were sending us screenshots of like that opening cinematic that they did, which was
Yeah.
awesome. I mean,
And
I
yeah,
think they nailed
reminding
that.
us about deep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Aaron, if you
They-
don't know, like at the beginning of Destiny 2, it showed all the accomplishments that you did and who you did it with, which it was really cool because
Rhino
me,
got
Kyle,
carried
and Rhino.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
That's why I wasn't on the card.
You are on my card. It makes
That's
no
because I
fucking
carried
sense,
your
dude.
ass.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Fucking trash, dude.
But it was cool that me, Kyle, and Rhino had done a lot of the things, and so to see actually inside the game, they acknowledged that. It was pretty cool. I mean,
That is cool.
and then of course we got bungeed, but
Yeah, we got
I
rid
could
of
have
those
told
other-
you Destiny was going to be bad, you know. I
well,
knew it
you
from
didn't
the
like
start.
Destiny 1 at all.
Yeah, I knew it from the start.
You were pretty upset with the story.
We like Destiny 1 though. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you like Destiny 1 though?
Me?
I mean, we
I-
love
No,
to hate
Kyle,
it, but we
Kyle.
still liked it.
Well, I love to hate it. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
honestly like the highlight of my day to like come home and like uninstall it, and then like have to install it all over again. It was actually I actually loved going to bed like late at night with me like steaming because Rhino was pissing me off. It was really fun.
Mm.
So many good.
I
Oh,
can't. Yeah, we'll relive those moments.
Yeah, and another
private
podcast.
matches come out right now.
Like, yeah, dude. I don't know. Like D1, just like D1 was fun. Like it was frustrating, but it was fun. And like D2 is frustrating and boring, as fuck.
Yeah.
So like the
Exactly.
combination of those,
Yeah, it's
Like,
difficult.
we loved it so much that like we would abuse the fuck out of it because we wanted it to be better.
Yeah.
And it sounds like they're adding like a ranked system for PvP and stuff for Warmind. Which
Do you really want to play
but
that
it's just
boring
like-
ass PvP?
Well,
though?
that's the thing. Like the time to kill still looks way too slow for me.
Team shot, man, with miner at the back of the map.
Fucking-
No-
fucking
No
piece of-
special ammo. Like, oh god.
There's
it's
no reward for like solo play
like,
anymore. Like
yeah.
going off, you can't like
Yeah.
have. Feel like you can't have like any of these like huge plays anymore. Like me and
No.
Rhino used to be able to like go around just by ourselves and fucking sweep out people sometimes.
Yeah.
You know.
Like we
You
would
can't do
just
that in
2-man
D2.
team in sixes, and we would like shit on it. Like you could do that in like a team of 2 or 3. Like you could just go
Like,
around dumping on
Nobody would team shot in D1. Like it was
No.
rare.
people. Very rare. Yeah.
We should have done it. We could have written
Yeah,
that
it
up
would
for
have been
D2.
Stand at the back with the miner and D1.
We should go fire up D1 and sit in the back with miners.
Nah,
You know what?
good.
I don't know. I just D1 would be way funner than playing D. I would prefer almost to play D to it.
Can't go back.
Well,
I'm
we
like-
derailed.
yeah. Yeah, I think
God of
A
War
topic or
2.
two. A topic or two.
or two. Talking about two. Though
Yeah.
I did this one time specifically say one topic, God of War.
Did you
Oh,
actually?
I
shit.
did. I really did. I was like
Oh,
a topic
no.
or two, but actually
Oh.
just one topic, God of War.
Oh,
Oh,
Anyway,
boy.
I've learned my lesson.
Boy!
So this has
Fuck.
been Tidbit Tuesday.
just depressed now.
Just like we
Yeah, me
did with
too.
our long form podcast, we'd like to thank Discord for letting us use their platform to record. It's
Thank
been
you.
great, really love it. Hop in there at the weekly
Thank you.
whatever.
Thank
We're
you.
also on
Thank
Twitter
you.
and Facebook
Thank you.
at the weekly whatever. It's
Thank
to
goodness.
it's
No,
to
thank you.
I don't
Thank
have to
you.
do this.
I
I have to do this. Yeah.
Hi, Joseph. Hi, Joseph.
Hey, I know. Hello.
Oh, hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? No, Joseph. Joseph. Joseph, shush. Joseph, be quiet. Joseph, be quiet. Please shush. Please shush. Joseph, please shush. Please shush.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Let's go.
Stop.
You should be finishing the podcast.
Hey.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Why are you getting distracted, dude? What the fuck's your problem?
Right, Aaron, when you're giving you shit, you just have to keep going, okay?
Yeah, like, come
Keep
on.
going.
Man. We discussed our outros being too long, but look at you, just gaining it. What the fuck is this?
I don't need this.
You two just keep going off.
I
and
don't
off
have
and
to
off.
be here.
Aaron, it's
You can edit this.
And then exactly. And then they're like, "Why'd you stop?"
Hey,
Oh.
you can do all those things that I do. How about that, huh?
Careful Careful getting off of your high horse there.
Oh my god, you and that fucking high horse. I'm sorry that you wallow in mud and people standing on level ground look like they're high and mighty, but
See, this is the pretentious stuff that we have to deal with here.
we're on internet. I'm Aaron. Find me on Twitter at the weekly whatever. No, I'm at the lizard.
I am
Chilsons, you can find him at bitch tits. Rhino.
It's true. Yeah.
Rhino, you can find him lurking at some high school picking up chicks.
What the fuck?
And Kyle is
Yes.
Oh, that's fucking
everywhere
slander,
and
dude.
anywhere at Oreo. Is it 0?
You don't even know.
He doesn't
even know.
Big
He
friend.
doesn't even
Big
know.
friend.
Listen,
Oh.
Oreo's
fucking
close
terrible.
enough. Oreo's close enough.
yeah,
You're a
but it's
fucking bad person, Aaron. You don't even know a handle.
0.
Wow.
ERO0.
He's only
Mario
said it 1,000 times, Aaron.
Oh
He's only said it 1,000
boy!
times.
You know, you of all people should be sympathetic, Rhino.
How do you not know, dude?
Rhino. Sorry, I don't know what his real name is. Rhino. You see what I'm getting at yet?
That's my,
Look at
that's
your
my
name,
adopted
you
name.
dumb bitch.
Yo, this isn't the name that I chose. You fucking
Out.
labeled me it, alright?
Out.